What's up, everyone? This is Nimish. Welcome back to my channel. I think I've watched my favorite Malayalam movie of 2024, Level Cross, starring Asif Ali, Amla Paul, Sharfuddin. This movie is my favorite because it breaks the boundaries of straightforward storytelling, the narrative, and the choices of the subplots, the script, the characters, their backgrounds bounce off each other, play off each other so well to add to the complexity of the entire movie. And there are Easter eggs thrown throughout the movie that you'll have to watch this movie two, three, four times to pick up every little nuance there is to offer in this film. And I am yet to watch it multiple times, but after first viewing, I am absolutely mind blown by the possibilities of what this film has to offer in subsequent viewings and what it has offered in the first viewing. This movie is a absolute fun ride. First off, it is a thriller. So thrillers are always entertaining, always fun to watch. And this movie is a thriller that's presented in a dramatic manner. So it is kind of falling in the drama genre. It's not a fast pace, like twists and turns and this and that happening. It's sort of a layered storytelling, focusing, zooming in on the characters and unveiling one by one what might be true, what might not be true, what might be the character's intention, what is real, what is not real, what to believe, what not to believe. Amazing, amazing, amazing in that department. Now, let's get to the writing and how perfect or imperfect it is later. But from an entertainment standpoint, this movie is an absolute knockout, 10 on 10, and I cannot believe it is not hyped as much as I am hyping right now, because everything in this movie works. The acting is phenomenal. I've never seen before, Asif Ali in this kind of a transformational character, and he is on fire right now with all the movies and choices that he's making. There are some, by the way, that I've not watched in 2024. So for those wondering why this is my favorite, I've not watched every movie, including movies like Kishkinda Kandam and so on. So there could be better movies out there. But Asif Ali in this movie is completely transformational, and he does so many nuances. His full body language is detailed. The way he performed is absolutely unimaginable level of performance by him. So hats off to him for this kind of performance, and he is the star in the limelight right now with all these back-to-backs glorious films that he is delivering with amazing knockout performances. Similarly, Amala Paul and Sharfuddin deliver superb performances. Sharfuddin especially has a role where he has to play so many different versions of the character based on the stories that are being told and the flashbacks that are being told, that his range is incredible, and it always was incredible. But in this one, again, he shines through in the little role that he has. The movie takes the sort of Rashomon approach, wherein we have people telling their story, and it's hard to believe what version is correct, who is right, who is wrong, what exactly is the reality, and so on. And so the fact that you go on this journey, initially through Asif Ali's eyes and his characters listening to the others, and then others listening to his story, and then all of that getting married together into, for us to understand or to interpret, well, what just happened, what is the movie about, and who was real, who was not real. Was there anything here that was a figment of any character's imagination? Was there anything here that's actually real and factual that we can go back and explain? Was something misconstrued and misdirected by the narrator in the film when they were telling a story? Was something that needed more attention taken away by their story, including us, because we go through with their story so many things? For example, and mild spoilers coming up, no major spoilers in this, but there is a scene where there are multiple articles of crimes that have happened, and Asif Ali goes on to explain what the crime relates to. Later, when the movie ends, I was thinking about watching the movie again, because those articles, I'm not sure if they were talking about one crime in multiple newspapers or multiple crimes, all of which have been collected, but Asif Ali only addressed one of them. So, what if there were multiple crimes in there and his story made us believe that all of them related to one crime? One of the interesting things that I did find in the movie, for which I have to watch it again. Secondly, there is this cryptic last scene of the movie which shows the whole image upside down, and that makes me think of a couple things which I'm not going to reveal here. But the start of the movie, there were some upside down shots, and I was wondering, wow, the cinematography is beautiful, they're playing around with it. And then I realized throughout the movie, there were a few upside down shots. So what does this mean in the context of something that was said in the movie? Those of you who have watched it know what I'm talking about. In the context of something that was said in the movie, this absolutely creeps up and gives you goosebumps of what the possibilities are of this upside down view, camera view, of a scene, and when does it go upside down, why does it go upside down in those situations, and what does that mean for these characters. So another interesting point right there. And so there are several such Easter eggs in the movie you have to rewatch it for. There are several such hidden sort of clues as to what is going to happen and what does it point to, and whose story or part, which part of the story was true or false. It is a mega sort of rabbit hole of evaluation and detective work that an audience needs to do by rewatching the film. And so I think that the film has hit the mark brilliantly on making, keeping the audiences guessing, keeping them glued to the screen, keeping them gripped onto the narrative, what is going to happen next, how the screenplay is going to unfold, which character is going to sort of be the good guy or the bad guy, and so on and so forth. And how, and sort of it makes you think and think and think. And when the movie ends, there is a haunting song that plays. The music of the film is fantastic, by the way, the background music and all of that. But at the end, there is this creepy song that plays. I had to keep my lights on all night because I watched it so late in the night. I was scared because of that song and the thoughts that were running in my mind about what this movie might be. I was like, wait a second, this is creepy. And so it has those elements as well. So I think this is a complete package of a movie. And because I'm not getting into spoilers in this discussion, and feel free to have spoilers in the comments with the spoiler alert tag, and we'll discuss them there. But because of all of that, I was just mind blown by this film. Several hit movies of 2024 follow a particular template, whether it's the mass template, whether it's the survival template, whether it's the comedy template, whether it's the horror template, whether it's the Arabian Tales type sort of fantasy template. There's always a particular template, but this one broke all those molds and added so much creativity into the narrative, the screenplay, the writing, the detailing. Amazing. And of course, always, as always, visually brilliant, music is great, performances are fantastic, the pace of the movie is very, very gripping to watch. So the character development is great, the character arcs are super interesting. So overall, a mind-blowing film from me. And I think it's been a long while that a movie sort of got into my head to this level where I was trying to decode for days, and I can't wait to watch this movie multiple times to sort of get to the bottom of it. And I still have things that I have to interpret myself. So really, really, really appreciate this movie. And I think because and only because it has not gotten that appreciation, I need to go with a 5 out of 5 here to make sure anyone watching this video goes and checks out this movie, because this is an absolute fun ride and you will not regret watching this movie. So leave your thoughts on Level Cross below, how you liked it, what you think about it, what are your theories on the movie, on that last scene which was upside down, how and where that comes into play, if you have watched it multiple times or plan to watch it multiple times. Also leave your comments on some of the things I discussed in this video. And until then, like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching for much more.